Hey, welcome back to the channel. I am Silver Ninja, going over the game Ant Legion and its many different parts, features, and events. And we are currently in Pollen, and this is an easy one as we have no opponents. So this is, we are way overpowered, as it were, because we're the only ones here, which is great, because this will allow me to show you the basics that of Pollen, if you've never done it before, and how to get the most points without having to deal with competition. So, if you notice, when you go into here, first occupation, personal, 1,500 points, alliance, 3,000. So, regardless of your enemy, no matter how strong they are, if you can be the first on there, then you can get 3,000 points for your alliance and 1,500 points for yourself, which is nice, but really it's about the alliance and getting the most points for your alliance. So you share it. If you have enough on for every flower, then you put one person next to every flower, whether you keep it or not. And then you just send one haste, because haste travels the fastest, and you don't need to keep it. At this point, you're just starting out the game and you want to get as many points for yourself and your alliance as you can. And you get a little extra when you are the first to occupy. And that's the healing pool. Oh, and you want to be where the bees are. So I don't know if I can pull this one in time. Okay. Remember to follow the bees. You want to be on the flowers that the bees are going to land on. And if I can get there before they do, I already have one on there. Well, good, I do have an extra march. One troop is enough, and haste travel the quickest. So we will take a look here, but I just need to make sure I am on all of these things. I do have a march here. Make sure I am on my combat tree. I am. Okay, good. And okay, the bee is moving. So as soon as I get that troop back, we'll go there. He's now off of this one, so let me see. Am I on any other regular flower? I am not. 1, 2, 3. Okay. It looks like I am going to beat that. You can always, if you want to chase the bees, you can always port. You get 3 ports for free. Alright. Oops. So let's go here. March capacity full. So I just left here. So for now, we're going to... we're going to leave here. And then we're going to go to the big flower. And we're going to reinforce that as soon as I can. I got plenty of time to get there. And then I'm going to show you this. So here we are. Garrison information. Okay. Don't need all that. Foothold. So I get 240 pollen per minute personally and 240 for the alliance. What I haven't really tested out is whether, if there's 5 people there, do I get that many more. I haven't figured out how to test that yet. But we are going to get 240 for everyone we're on, and then we're going to get the pollen points. My personal pollen points right there. And as soon as this bee gets here, sweet, we're going to be on it just in time. And we're going to watch my pollen points. So I have 1266. Now I see it freezes, so we have to do as close as possible to see the significance of the increase. So about 12,800. 12,900. Okay. And then it hit there. See? I went up 3,000 points. I got 3,000 pollen the second that bee hit where I was occupying. Instant. So I'm still teaching this. I don't make a lot of pollen, so okay, good. So I'm there. I should have enough time to get here. If I don't, then I'll port. It's for me. It's way more important. I have all my marches on a flower, the biggest ones I can. So it looks like we're going to pull from this flower because it gives me the least. And we're going to put it on this battlefield here, okay? So I like to chase the bees so I can get the most. So we know we get 3,000 from the small flowers. And then when we get to, oh, here we can check the spiky plant. And the spiky plant gives you 1,500 personal points. So you want to be on there. And it does matter. I have tested this. I was once a half hour late for pollen. And I got, I keep using a lot today. And I caught up and had second or third place, even though I was came in halfway through it because I occupied as many places as I could. All right, spiky plant. Let's see what boost we get. This will be an easy one. All right, well, looks like another 3,000. All right, so it might just be a 3,000 here. I might have to port here, which is a bummer because I'll miss this. Hurry! Where are you at? Shit. I don't really use these for anything, so we're just going to rush that. This one might be an instant one. I might get there real fast. Oh shoot, I'm not going to make it. Waste of diamonds, yeah it was. No, I could have got there a little... Oh, I got there just in time. Nice, okay. Now, why is it important even though we're not competing? It's because we want these points. Okay, so we're just going to go over here and we're just going to relocate because I don't have enough time to get there otherwise. One haste to move the quickest. One haste moves the quickest. And the big flower. I thought I got more on the big flowers, but we'll check the big flower when it gets there. We didn't check that other one because we were worried about the timing. Okay, so for now, I will be in every one of these. What? Oh, okay, I'm in there. I must have just got there. But now I still have a couple extra marches. So let's put one of these. Doesn't matter where, just in one of these guys. So I can get more pollen. If I had Discord voice chat, that would be a lot easier to test if you get the alliance points. Whether, right now we own them all, but whether it's per person versus just as it is now. But to get the most pollen for yourself at this point, you definitely want to follow the bees. And if you're in if you are in a battle, it's an even keel and you're battling for flowers, obviously you want to try to keep the big flowers, but if you can be on a flower just before that bee hits, you and your alliance will get that bonus. $240 per minute. So it's not something I want to occupy a long time. I'd rather be on a spiky plant or a battlefield, pool, or a big flower. So I'm going to leave that on there until I see where else we're going. Do I have anything going? Oh, shoot, I got one here. Must have just arrived. It didn't refresh anyway. Now what's better? Is it better to be on this, where you get 1,500 for yourself and 3,000 for your alliance? Or is it better to be on a big flower? 1,800, 6,000. So it's better to be on a big flower. Oh, I don't know if I can get there on time. Sometimes these bees hang out for a while, and I don't know if that counts if you land on there. So we can test that. But we definitely need to recall this guy. So the big flower is definitely the best to be on for personal points and alliance points. So if you are being overpowered, try to keep at least a big flower. Put your strongest rally scale on there. Go with that. I don't know if we're going to make it, and I'm out of speeds. I don't want to port because of that. If he doesn't chill on here, he doesn't. Okay, shoot. We definitely want to make sure we get to this guy. And I might just use another port as soon as this guy lands on this big flower. Because otherwise I'm not going to make these. And you may not be able to make them all, but do what you can when you're chasing the bees. Alright, so we're going to see if you get more than 3,000 on the big flower. So I have 37. And the Alliance has 197. We can see that a lot easier, which I wasn't paying attention to before. So it looks like it's about the same. Okay. Use another free relocate. Get there just in time. Now you could just, if you want to do this easy, you could just sit and chill. Set out a bunch of troops and then just go into Pollen and repel or something, you know. Just let it chill when you have a nice easy battle like this. Alright, cool. We made that. We're now going to recall this because we don't want to sit on that anyway. Now, if there wasn't two of them, now you can't always chase down both bees because usually you have people you're fighting. I'll be in that flower, I'll be in that flower, and then until we see more bees coming. And we'll save one march to be the first for the next bee chain. So now let's take a look. We know we get 3,000 from this guy. Garrison information. There's 2 of us in here. So, 3 of us in here. Ranged people are still sending big armies. I'll talk them into it eventually. Time-wise, we don't do a lot of pollens. Everyone has different busy schedules. Let's see. But hopefully after this video, it'll help. Alright, so we have... Where'd he go? He ported. Alright, well we got 2. And we know we get 3,000. So what we're looking at here, no other bees. Now, is it worth the march time? It's per minute, so by the time my troop gets over there, maybe it's better to be on a smaller, closer one. I haven't played around with that yet, but that's where we're at. Now, we're not in a high tier. Like I said, we're still regrowing our alliance. We got about 10 to 20 really active members. So we're still trying to regrow from that. So we haven't moved up in the high tiers of Pollen just yet. Alright, so what we're looking at is how much does this grow with only 2 people in there. We already know that I get roughly 3,000. Yeah, see, read the green right there coming through. Alright, that was... And what does it say we're going to get? Okay, now we need to... And I'll go back at this video and look at that because I wasn't watching it before. But now we'll look at the next one and see if we're going to have that same thing. And I have a lot of DRLs. I might just burn a couple. It doesn't matter how many people are in there. Okay, that one's already there. Pretty sure I'm not going to make that one on time. Let's see if we can make this one on time. Recall this guy. Pretty sure I'm just going to end up porting because now we're on the opposite side of the freaking thing. I don't think I'm going to make that one on time. Alright. Big flower. Okay. So, we saw what we got on the last big flower. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people in here. So what we're looking at is, do you get the increase 1,200 minutes per person or per personal? And hopefully the bee, when it comes around, might be able to help us understand that. And I'm not sure if I'll keep you guys around for this entire thing. We're now getting into a lot of redundancy. But when I get a free moment, we'll go over my... Okay, 27,000. Or 207,000. No, we got like 20,000 points out of that. Okay, now we just reinforce all of these. And you get an extra 3k points minimum whenever the bees pass over. And you're on that flower. Okay, hopefully I'll make that one on time. Did not make that one on time. But we'll make this one on time. Alright. So that should give me the time I need. I'll just send it to a couple close spots here. Alright. But as a basic, so here's some basic strategies. Okay, your regular strategies are going to change based on who you're fighting. But if you're actually fighting people, then activate both attack and defense boosts to do more damage and save on losses. Remember, you do get all your troops back at the end of the event, so it doesn't matter if you get wiped, but you can stay in the mud and not get attacked and just send out your troops. You activate your combat tree, so you have a faster march speed and more troop stats. Assign flowers at the start. You want to be the first one on the flower. Doesn't matter if you keep it. You want to be the first one on there. And then as it's going, be on as many flowers as you can for more personal points. And try to be on the flowers as the bees pass over for up to 4k, I think it was. Okay, so as long as I don't get another bee. And you can see, don't remember if I already showed you, but first occupation. 1,200. So if you jump on there before the other alliance takes it. So if you have enough people on... Ooh, we actually have 9. This would have been a good battle if we actually had opponents. So let's see. Let's test this again. And we know we get 3,000 off of this. And we have 2. So if we get 6,000 out of it. For example, where the bee is hitting right now, there's only 2 of us. We should have 9 of us, lol. Though it depends on how much you want to chase the bees. LOL. But I do have more experimentation to do to see if you get points just by owning the flower, whether you get points for having multiple people on the flower. Like I said before, you know, do you get 6,000 per person or 6,000 just for occupying it? I mean, 1,200 per minute per person or 1,200 just for occupying it. It's a fun one to try to figure out at some point. All right. We got one of these. Ooh, this would be a nice double pass too. Need to pull off of this one. And hopefully get to one of these on time. Cool, so we don't know where that one's ending, but it might just end there. Hopefully I can get to it in time. Yeah, it can be a task to chase them down, LOL. I've had to use up my 3 free direct relocates so that I can be closer to the next chain. If you're not able to chase the bees, then try to have one troop at least in each of the big flowers and the spiky pant and healing pool. All right, let's get back to this. Ooh, am I going to make it? I'm pretty sure I'll make that. My moving dots are moving just slightly faster, maybe? Yeah, I'll make that. Okay, cool. Then I'm already there. We're going to recall off of this. Keep on the spiky plants. I'm on that big flower. And then decide where I'm going. What are these? So, while we're chatting, let's take a look at what these are. So these are basically a chance to get more direct relocates. But you have to be veteran League 2. We're not there yet. We'll get there eventually. We're definitely strong. We're just not always have enough players available at the time that these things are going. This is an easy one. Ooh. Remember, just send haste. We don't need full rallies when there's no opponents. Haste travel the fastest, and you only need 1 ant. You should be able to get the last 2 flowers on that chain that just started. Flower 1 and big flower, and maybe that other one as well. Alright, so I don't know if I can make that. Yeah, see, I'm way down here. But you know what I haven't used today? Pow. Alright. And I'm not going to need it for anything else. Oh, I'm having a buffer issue. Alright, I paused it for a little bit just because it was getting redundant. Bees are about to hit. We have 7 people on here. And see how many points we get. We already know what I get personally. And 48,000. Or, I mean, that wasn't 48,000, but that was, we just earned 50,000, almost 50,000, I think. So that was awesome. Alrighty then. Well, I'm just gonna use another reload because I want more sugar ants, so I need as many points as I can get. Shouldn't have ported there. Damn it, I should have ported over here. Oh well, not gonna make that one. Not gonna stress about it. If you don't have the extra direct relocates, don't burn them. How you play this is really ultimately up to you. I'm just giving you what I know and have figured out. And I'm gonna go back later through this video and I'll do some maths and see how well these have increased points. Okay, so they're chilling on that. Big flower, spiky plants. Go outside here for a little bit. All right. Seven minutes. I won't have time to get on that, so let's just go here. So we are currently researching our Vanguard in the Alliance store, in the Alliance tech. I think in general this might just be a good thing to max out because it will help with lure, and it will help with this event as well. Obviously, it helps with other things as well, like you know, your own personal marches and things like that. Alright, let's see. Do I have all 5 marches out? I do. So, you know, while I am marching, I am losing that time, right? So that's a minute that is not earning points. So, kind of have to determine what's better for you. Is it better to sit on a flower, even the smallest one, than to pull it back and not have that for 2 minutes, depending on where you're marching to? This is the second time we've had no opponents. Usually if we're like this and one shows up, I'll give them at least 1 flower because people do that for us. It's kind of a pay it forward. Alright. Let's see how many we got here. We have 3. Why are you not jumping on here? You're going to miss it. Alright, well, he's trying to hit the other ones, but he would have had time to hit that too. We have 3 on there. Alright. 10,000. We have 3 on here as well. People are just used to sending their full rallies because we're usually fighting people. Many of us are busy on the weekends, so we tend to miss it a lot, period, and that takes us back down. But this one is nice. It gave me a chance to make a video of the basics without having to fight others. Alright, here comes another one. My points, 547,000. and 10,000. So that seems to be pretty standard. Okay. All right, another double B. Jeez Louise. All right. I'll get that one back, and I don't think I'll make this one. And there's only 3 minutes left, so I'm just going to leave that. Well, no, I should. I'm going to recall this one. Try to put in that battlefield. And I don't know if the big B will get there in time, but I'm going to try to get this last point value here. And we're going to see here. Ooh, nice, have a good chunk of points. All right, another 10,000 points. So it doesn't seem to matter how many people are on there. Is it gonna march back? Yes, I do. Should get there just in time. Hopefully I can get a little bit more time on this bigger one. All right. No. Down to 1 minute 46 seconds. That's not going to get there in time. Maybe I should have just left it where it was. That's kind of a waste of an advance rush, but I don't use them very often. I've had that one for weeks. Alright, so I'm going to pause this till the end here, and then we'll take a look at a couple things. Alright, well, as you can see, that was a super easy win. How many points we got? Because obviously we had alliance members on every single flower when it got hit, and then I got my personal points up by following the bees around and trying to be on the bigger flowers. Never made it to the big flower, so I should have kept that. Alright, now that pollen is over, and I'm automatically ported right back to my nest. And if you ever seen those green things on the ground, that's somebody either in pollen or in spore. You just go to your events. It's gone from the underway events, so you need to go over to these events. Oh, my eyes didn't see it. Claim all your rewards for personal points. Then you can go into the exchange shop up here in the upper corner. See how many points you got. So even though I got a lot of points, I only got 2,900. And then I just like to buy more sugar ants because it is an excellent ant to have. I do have extras. Mark of Honor is nice. Totems are nice. Even resources. But I'm just going to save these points for more sugar ant shards later. Alright, well that was a long video of just going over the basics and having fun watching me chase the bee around. We did learn a couple things. How many points you get for being on a flower when the bee hits, both for yourself and your alliance. And we learned that you need to occupy as many as you can. So even if your alliance is only holding 5 buildings, everybody that is there should be on those 5 buildings. Obviously you want to be able to defend it, but if you can't, but if no one's attacking it, then just one ant is fine. If you do want to get more points and you are in an even battle, then try to capture the flower just before the bee takes it. And that gives you really good personal points and really good alliance points when that bee hits. Alright, well I hope that was enough for you. Thanks for watching. Now, we still don't have a lot of experience in pollen for my particular alliance, so if you have any strategies that work better for you, let us know. Obviously, we didn't have any battle strategies on this one. Other than that, have a great day, and remember to keep it fun. We'll see you on the next one.